press to record the video. So we are now streaming and recording. Hello, hello!
Hello, Internet.
Welcome to Game Theory.
Oh gosh, that was Matt Pat, wasn't it?
Yeah, I thought that was my pause. I was like, is he gonna say it? Because it was very, hello, Internet. Welcome to Game Theory.
I actually only got on his content with Food Theory, so I am very new to his content.
Oh, it's probably been more recent than not, but I have watched him Game Theory itself for many years, probably back when the original FNAF theories started, which I think is where a lot of people ended up finding out about him.
I see. This explains thoroughly why I know nothing about knew nothing about Matt Pat, as I did not like FNAF.
There's a ton of other stuff though. He does like Chrono Trigger, Chrono Cross theories.
Yeah. I have seen some Game Theory episodes. I just did not really start watching his content regularly until Food Theory came out, and I have watched every single Food Theory video twice.
I think I've seen the first Food Theory thing, but I definitely have not.
The April Fool's joke of Food Theory is hilarious and also so well argued that I actually had to double check that it was an April Fool's video. And then, the company that he was talking about doubled down and sent him a whole bunch of, yeah, you're totally correct, promo mailers. So that's great.
Oh, man. That's fabulous.
Good golly. We are currently unsupervised.
It's not quite 7 yet. It's fine.
Yeah. We're unsupervised. Our DM had to leave the building for a little bit, so we are basically holding the stream down on our own.
It was a big ask.
Mm-hmm.
Also, she'll be listening to this later. Hi, future Anna.
Hello, future Anna.
For all those YouTube archaeologists, including Anna.
Right.
I am doing my best right now to not sing the MST3K theme. That is kind of what I had going.
I mean, it is like I said, a big ask.
Mostly so we could have a Cuddle Vagabonds roll call at the correct moment in the song.
Vagabonds roll call. Yeah.
Oh golly, what would the order be?
Colin, Surrey, Motion, yeah. Like,
yeah.
Well, I was thinking Anna is actually what I was thinking.
Brilliant.
You gotta get the GM. Gotta get the GM in there.
Yeah. Okay. So, Internet. For the first time, and maybe the last time we meet again, Lone Star. I will be reading the intro text tonight. Apparently. Oh boy, this is way more responsibility than I was expecting when I got home from work today.
I believe in you.
So, to help me, I have enlisted the aid of one of my characters. Good evening, everyone. Just your friendly reminder that while we are proud of our product, we must admit none of us are actually in a professional recording studio. We are recording on a myriad of devices and internet qualities. Please give us patience if there are technical difficulties and or interruptions from pets and or toddlers. We love all of you and hope you enjoy the show. Would anyone else like to take over?
They totally can. So we're going to introduce ourselves in the order that we see in our Discord chat, skipping, of course, our lovely co-DM of the channel, Anna, who will be back as soon as she can. We are wanting tonight for us to say our names, our characters' names, and our question of the day. What activity would bring you and the character above you in Discord closer together? Note, exclude the DM. Alex, take it away.
So, as perennially the top in the Discord order, I am Alex. I will be playing Cullen Jupiter, one of the two Jupiter twins. And technically no one's above me, but there is someone at the bottom of the list, who is Casey's Voshin.
Lol.
And this kind of feels like cheating, but the activity that would bring the two characters closer is, their first date, which presumably is going to happen at some point.
Hi, I am Melanie. I will be playing Suri, the other Jupiter sibling. And considering the person above me is Alex, the other sibling, probably just continuing to adventure together. They're siblings.
Aww.
I love you, Big Sis.
Which then takes it to me. Hello, Internet. Welcome to Cuddle Vagabonds. I am Karina, or Star, if you know me online, and I am playing Gatsiara Student Chapter, but you can just call me Yaya. I think that Yaya and Suri, two things popped into my head, and it probably would depend on what Suri prefers, so Yaya would defer to Suri in this particular case. For whatever reason, the first thing that came to my mind was fishing, and then the second thing that came to my mind was gardening. So, Suri, if Yaya asked you if you wanted to go fishing or work in the garden, what would your answer be?
Yes.
I like this one.
Making notes, make sure Suri and Yaya have a pond in a garden.
Could it be an underwater garden?
Ooh.
Is that technically an octopus's garden?
Yes, that's exactly what I was going for. Thank you very much.
Now we're asking the right questions.
And I am Casey. I play Voshin. And what would bring Voshin and Yaya closer is, let's see here. First, if Yaya was calling, that would make it very easy, but not. So,
I don't think I want to be, but thank you.
I would say that probably just like a little offshoot of alone time. I think that Yaya's pretty big and loud a lot of times and likes bigger groups, and that's the only time that Voshin has been around him, so Voshin's been uncomfortable in those situations and just hasn't really had much time to get to know Yaya.
So do you prefer fishing or gardening?
Well, I do prefer gardening.
Excellent. So Suri and Yaya need to have a fishing expedition, and then Voshin and Yaya will go gardening. That's pretty much it's canon now. That's what we've decided.
That sounds wonderful.
I am really liking the mental image I'm getting of the party's estate. It's gonna be super peaceful.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna have a great landscaping. I vote for moss. Yaya would probably vote for lots of moss as well. Let's be real. Lawns are overrated. I threw my pencil down. I don't know if you could hear that, but I did.
I did hear a very soft click.
Obviously, didn't throw it down hard enough. Go for it.
As long as Voshin can have like a part of the state to actually like grow crops for eating and stuff.
I'm pretty sure we could have like an estate garden or whatever, and Voshin could be our official gardener. I don't see anything wrong. As long as we've got some sort of like sunroom for Sheba, I'm sure that she will also be down. For anyone that's listening, our lovely Amy Aka, Sheba, will be unable to join us this evening, and we are very sad. We love our cat cleric very much.
We miss you, Amy.
Yeah, Amy, if future Amy, should you be joining in the archivists, we miss you.
It's so sad to only play with you twice this week.
Right. Did you guys have a Wednesday stream too, right?
Well, this last Wednesday finished off that little shot, so.
Yeah, so only twice this week. For those that don't know, Casey, myself, and Amy also play together in a Monday night game. If you didn't know, Dallas runs games, and you can, the official MacArthur Adventures plug of ourselves. Talk to Dallas if you're interested in being in a game.
It's super fun.
Mm-hmm. There's a
play
reason why
D&D.
we're all here. Yep. Join us. So my stall for time question for anybody else in the current room that would like to answer it. What is your favorite D&D story that you have either ever heard or that you were actually a part of?
Does it necessarily have to be D&D? Or can it be other tabletop?
Other tabletop is totally allowed.
Is it time for VTM stories?
No, it's time for a mage story.
I would love a
Ooh.
mage story, Melanie.
So, my character for mage is very anxiety prone, the poor dear. And at some point, one of her party members, who is this ridiculous, out of touch rich guy, decided, oh, you know that house that I was looking to buy? Yeah, let's do a ritual sacrifice in the backyard.
Sacrifice
So
Tuesdays.
he bought a cow and brought it to this backyard of this abandoned house that he was looking to purchase and sacrificed the cow. And the neighbor heard and, of course, went ballistic because what do you do when your neighbors are sacrificing a cow?
When they're not your neighbors yet.
When they're not your neighbors yet. So my character, of course, she was already on the verge of a breakdown, and this was the last straw. And she proceeded to try to clean all the grass using a bottle of Windex.
I love that. That is the best thing.
It's like
Which
trying to put out a fire with a bottle of kerosene.
Which prompted the line, Sophia, Windex is for glass, not grass.
That D&D quotes are my favorite. Hashtag just D&D things. Does anybody else have a story as we are
It's not
stalling?
really. It's not really a story so much as a moment.
That is, j'approve. Please continue.
My single favorite round of combat was, my party was we had dropped into a knoll den, and the rogue had gone first. My character, who is at the time a level 2 rogue, level 3 warlock, because I was crazy. Still am pretty insane. It's actually quite a lot of fun. Was the only person that they saw because the rogue was stealthy as heck. Thankfully, I had a magic item that allowed me to cast shield a couple times per day. And so with 13 regular gnolls and the gnolls, like whatever the big gnoll that runs the show is called in 5th edition D&D, I don't remember, all bearing down on my character just casts shield and does the full come at me bro gesture, and every single one of them missed except for the leader of the gnolls, which got a critical hit, which was the only thing that could hit, and knocked my character unconscious. Our paladin then dropped in, used lay on hands. I got back up, and because shield is not a concentration spell, it was still affecting me until the start of my next turn, but that didn't matter because they weren't able to attack. And then this was after a skirmish we had before then, I cast Toll the Dead, which I described as the character snaps their fingers and psychic pain and all that yada yada loveliness. Failed his wisdom save. I rolled max damage, and I Thanos snapped the leader of the gnolls. So I just got back up on my feet, looked the guy in my face, snapped my fingers, and he crumbled to dust. And
Yes.
it was
Very satisfying.
It was very satisfying, and second only to the time with that when I created that character, I had the thought process of grabbing someone by the face and casting Eldritch Blast directly into their face. And I did finally get to do that, and it was pretty satisfying. But there wasn't really a cool story for that. It was just a thing I did, whereas the other thing had a story around it.
Casey, have you ever had a moment as a game master, as that I know you are, where your players did something that just absolutely floored you, and you were like, screw the rules, this is story?
Actually, yes, I did. So, this was from. Well, I say it's from Tomb of Annihilation, but it's way off book. So please don't come at me.
Don't at us. Don't.
Yeah. But they had entered the Tomb of Annihilation and ran into... One of the characters ran into Ijin, which is an Almarij, or however you pronounce it, a unicorn bunny. And it was like, hey, I've got cool powers and we can help each other out and stuff, but you have to prove you're worthy by beating me in a race. And this was a barbarian, and he was like, well, as far as I know, I've always been a human. And it was just like, I can't even do this right now. And just gave it to him. Like... It's like I don't even know.
It's the best. I have word from our Discord that our fabulous DM, whom we've been talking about in glowing terms, has returned. Anna, are you with us?
With us in what capacity?
Well, we're all sitting around tables summoning you, and it worked. So, however you want to take that.
Yes, we even sacrificed a cow in the backyard to get you.
No. We do not approve of cow sacrifice in any way on this
It's
stream.
Sacrifice Saturday, though.
No, there's no Sacrifice Saturday. No, that's Tuesday.
No, we're gonna need a whole lot of Windex.
Gosh, I'm so concerned.
What Sophia did not know was that the Windex was the true sacrifice.
I don't know how I feel about if I find out, later that was who was narrating my life.
I actually don't remember what this voice sounds like.
It's you, but overlaid. I think it's with a couple of other voices, and it's like demonic overlay, sort of.
Oh,
they're lower.
So it was what I was going for, just not in the style I was going for. Because I was definitely looking
for...
Here we go. I was like, all right, Demon Alex, I'm gonna need you. I'm gonna turn undead here in a second. I'm gonna need you to get out.
I was waiting for it to load the clean channel.
Oh gosh, I'm so concerned.
No, everything went fine, and you'll actually very much enjoy listening back, I think.
Aw. Well, thank you all for holding down the fort.
The fort has been held.
Everything seems to be in order, and the painted fish is not burned down. Everyone's character tokens are still there. Possibly
we were
because
good.
I didn't give you access to them until now.
I actually didn't even think about that. Oh yeah, just out the door. I did not think of that until you said that.
Rearranging things. Like, well, we don't need this here.
What are you doing putting that pillow over there? It should be with this pile. Matches the colour.
This pile, screw that.
You have
Screw
no
that
eye
would
for
be-
colour.
Oh my gosh, those are fighting words with him.
I know that was definitely out of character.
He would be
That was
so
definitely not a
upset.
Yeah. No, I don't. I think she knows that the opposite is true. That would be how to get under his skin, though.
Oh yes, absolutely. I think he would he'd need to go calm down. Okay, well let's see. Have we done a question and or summary of last session's events?
We definitely did the question. Totally scurried, over the summary and did not do that.
Wonderful. Well, would anyone be interested in giving us just a touch of what shenanigans went down during the night?
I would.
Go for it.
A creepy serial killer looking lizard folk gave Colin a bag of holding containing 25,000 platinum pieces.
Inaccurate?
Okay, it was a deck of cards with souls in it, but like,
You know, we could probably sell it for 25,000 platinum pieces. But
Maybe.
still a serial killer looking lizard folk.
so Voshin's here. What happened to Voshin? That's what happened next.
Well, there was a lizard folk who didn't seem to be very good with like people interactions, which Voshin kind of got, and they had a pretty nice discussion. And he gave Voshin a loot, I believe. I have to pull up my notes.
A liar, but yes.
Liar, yes.
You calling me a liar, sir? I'm
Yes.
Only if you don't give me the loot. Anyway, Sheba is not here, but I have I have a quote series, a conversation, if you will. That would be what a series of quotes might be called in some vernacular. Between Sheba and Farlost, the Leonin who fights the person in the yellow room. Do you fight? Oh, when I have to. That is an unfortunate choice. Do you fight? Frequently.
That's an unfortunate choice.
That was probably
Excellent.
one of.
I deeply
my
appreciate how the progression of the accents went.
Great.
And then secondarily, the very end of that interaction. You may call upon my sword. I will come with it, of course. That was also. Thank you, Farlost. I loved that.
I missed Farlost.
That was so lovely. Yaya is actually next. I was trying to get through all of my quotes here. The duck pond and all kinds of I did not know you knew the way of the totem of the duck. As a fight ensued, and I believe I did not actually write this down, but I'm pretty sure that Sheba, Farlost conceded to Sheba. And then I definitely have this note that I definitely remember involved Amy that says, I want to eat my popsicle. Yaya had a conversation with Minke over dish cleaning. We discovered that according to Minklaw used to be a mountain, and then climbed out of the mountain as a furlbog. And then I think Suri, what happened with you?
I met someone who was very angry, and I
about
tried to help, but she was really cranky. Did my best.
You did a very good job.
At least she has a bed to sleep on now.
Mm-hmm.
Truth. And then to sum it up, I think I think everyone, I believe Colin fell asleep because then he didn't fall asleep when he went back into the room with Voshin. But I believe when last we left our heroes, they were watching the sunrise on the best place in town, drinking coffee, maybe some tea for certain PCs of the group. But yeah, I think we ended up dragging Skuridad. I don't know if we took anyone else besides ourselves.
Yeah. Skuridad was with y'all, and you went to the docks.
I think that's right. Yeah.
The docks, I say, with a question.
Well, you questioned it, so I was like, I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah. Here's a picture of where y'all went, and I guess it was my assumption that you all were going back to the Painted Fish after that. Is that an accurate assumption, or were you going directly elsewhere?
Well, I think we were waiting on word from Nigel's parents.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yeah,
that is correct.
Mm-hmm.
I
Probably.
I did the mm-hmm thing, but not loud enough for the mic to pick it up, so it was just silence.
Good.
But yes, Melanie. So,
The real question is, did Sheba stay on the dock to sun herself?
Ooh, that is a good thing. I think that is quite possibly where Sheba stayed. But so she'll be up here. Can also be in the observatory up here.
The observatory. You mean the sunroom?
The sun. Excellent. So y'all come back to the painted fish and are waiting for word from Naijo's parents. What are you doing in the meantime?
I mean, Yaya's immediate reaction is to tromp over and help Minke with breakfast, but
Oh my gosh.
I realize she might not get that far. Actually, I don't know. She knows that Minklaw enjoys making breakfast. She'd probably just be sitting at the bar, smelling the delicious, smelly smells of breakfast smells that smell smelly.
Smelly breakfast?
Good smells, but smells, yes.
Smelly smells?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Put the tray down, on the bar or whatever with all the coffee. If anyone else wants coffee, she'll just sit at the bar and drink coffee.
Coffee bar consumption. All right, we can do that.
The question that also remains to be seen, is Dylan still on her head? Was Dylan on her head when she went to the docks?
I mean, Dylan is probably gonna be on your head for a while, but since Dylan went outside and y'all came back, go ahead and roll some animal handling.
Sure. She's got a nice nest of hair for Dylan, so. She is trained in that, so that is a 13.
With a 13, yeah, Dylan is pretty content at just staying on your head. Does Yaya have any hair adornments?
I haven't even looked. Probably. She probably has random things woven in there. She's got dreads, so there's plenty to play with just in general.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So, Dylan's definitely going to be playing with those dreads.
It's totally
without
fun.
a doubt.
It's like like I said, because it's pulled back sort of at the back of her head, and so there's definitely nest-worthy dreads going on.
Nest-worthy dreads. Good.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Okay. And what is Suri up to at this point in time?
Probably going back to that quiet corner to be able to ask Nigel if there's anything he wants without really causing a scene, talking to a cat.
Fair enough.
No.
So, Naijo will be like, anything I want? Well, I want brie with apples and some light toast, but milk sounds good, and I don't know. I don't like milk, but it sounds good. I don't know.
I think we can compromise on cheese. Do you want cheese?
I mean, I like cheese. What's your favorite kind?
I don't know. Cheese is good.
Yeah, I could do. Do they have the cheese that's in the little balls of cheese? And maybe I can play with it? No, I don't play with cheese. I want to eat the cheese. Yeah.
We can find out. You've been through a lot, Nigel. I think you can play with your food a little bit before you eat it. It'll be okay.
I want... I think I should eat something.
No.
Okay. So she'll, having had that conversation far away from anyone else, she will head over to the counter to order some cheese and some milk for Nigel.
Excellent. And while you're ordering the cheese and milk for Nigel, Voshin, what are you up to?
Voshin would probably realize that Nutmeg probably hasn't had anything yet, so Voshin would go up and ask for a glass of just regular milk.
We do not condone giving regular dairy to cats. Twitch chat.
You mean alcoholic dairy to cats?
No, just dairy in general is terrible for cats, regardless of whether it has alcohol in it.
I did not know
Regardless
this.
of alcohol.
Cat dairy is fine for kittens.
Dairy. Cats are lactose intolerant. Fun fact.
Humans are too. We just ignore it. You're weird if you aren't. Actually. Not even kidding. Sorry, go on.
Cat disclaimer noted. Thank you, Basket of Mercy. Thank you for putting up with our constant care and keeping of cats.
Yeah. And
Character would do something does not mean I would do that thing. I just want it to be very clear.
and if Voshin heard any mention of cheese, would definitely ask for some cheese for himself too.
Yeah, so
Any mention of cheese.
Minklaw will come over and begin serving you all wonderful patrons. And what is Colin up to this morning?
Colin is reading.
Just in the middle of the floor, he got 15 feet in the door and just plop.
I have not figured out where because I was still staring at that gorgeous picture of the sunrise. Yes, probably over here with giving Nutmeg scritches and getting Nutmeg some meat and water. And not having noticed that Voshin is getting him the delicious forbidden snack.
Probably walked over with the book in front of you, Bell style. Like
No, Colin has a little stack of his books, 3 of them to be precise, and has set them down up front, in front of him, and now that he has rested a little bit, he has begun working on a book called Speed Reader.
Go, Speed Reader, go!
A book called Speed Reader. I wonder if that will become useful to him. We shall see. Alright. So while you all are eating, you hear actually, yeah. Let's roll some dicey dice. Could everyone make a perception check for me?
No.
I mean, okay. You guys
And you
know
don't
anything
see the stab in the back coming.
then. Kapow!
Smack! Batman sounds.
I mean, I will roll anyway because I like rolling dice, but I already know that Colin rolls a natural 1. He's reading.
He takes the natural one.
Okay, so everyone but Colin notices the door to the painted fish opening and some pretty frantic voices coming in. A man and a woman immediately asking scurry-thad questions and question after question. You hear our son, message, Naijo, bandits, and they're very concerned.
Insight check.
You doing some insight check?
Yes.
All right.
Oh, good. That was a nat one. Way to start the night. Good.
Excellent. Nat one on the insight check.
Uh-huh. Yep.
So golly, nat one on this insight. Roll me a d4.
Sure. Kablam. 2.
You have a headache from last night's drinking. It appears that Mean-Claw did put some things that were a bit heavier in yours, thinking that you would like it, but it's been a while since you've been to the Painted Fish, so please take that amount of damage.
Sure.
And you're having trouble concentrating to...
Just gonna sit here and drink my
scope,
coffee.
Yeah, to scope out this circumstance.
I mean, honestly, she'd be given this, like, pain thumbs up to Ming-Claw. Like, you're kind of holding your head, but you're like, no, but, like, that was great.
That was great. That was good. Well, good stuff.
Suri would like to very quietly ask Naijo if these people look like his parents. So she'd kind of gently tap his paw and ask, do those two look like your parents?
Naijo will turn around and immediately try to scamper off of your shoulder. Do you try to stop him?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, dexterity or strength to catch a kitty.
Meow, meow, meow. You know that
Dex.
frantic cat sound.
If it's Dex, it's an 18. If it's Strength, it's 19.
Well, either way, you are holding on to this cat who is absolutely trying to get away.
She'd like to use Detect Magic on the parents.
Meow, 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 meow.
Yeah. They are not magical themselves, though they wear many magical items that are blessed by clerics.
Are any of the items magicked to disguise their appearance?
No.
Excellent.
And you see Scurry-Thad pointing over to your group. Oh, that is a shoe. Hold on.
Well, tell it to shoo.
Interruptions from pets and or toddlers.
Speaking of which, Anna, do you have something to share with the internet?
Oh, I have a puppy! Her name is Maisie, and she is wonderful.
She is.
And she just got a shoe. So, I have saved the shoe. But
I
yeah,
am glad your shoe is safe.
yes. A friend found a box of puppies on the side of the road and has been rehoming the puppies. And so it is a very good thing. Yeah, so cute. Very destructive, all of the puppy.
Very
Very
puppy. Much wow.
Much puppy. Okay.
Wow.
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 So, Surrey, you do see that scurry that is pointing out to your group. You have seen that although these two people have many magic items on them, none of them are designed to disguise their appearance.
Okay, then she will kind of wave them over.
They approach with all of the swiftness. And it is the woman who speaks. Hello, we got a message that someone has word of our son. Is that you all?
Yes, that would be us.
Oh, thank the gods. Where is he? Where is Naisho?
Why don't we go back up to the observatory where we can talk more privately?
Whatever you want, we'll give it to you, please.
She will hold up Naijo. It's a very complicated story.
Mom! Dad! You see the parents just kind of freeze.
Okay, so about that observatory, and Yaya will kind of come up in between the parents and be herding them in the direction of the stairs.
You are herding two very wide-eyed, very confused people.
It's such a lovely day outside. Did you happen to see the sunrise?
The father will speak up. Sunrise. Yes, there was much cat in the sky.
I was there myself. Saw a place over by the docks. It's the best place to in Azure to see. Karina couldn't think of the name of the city. In Azure to see the sun come up. I'll have to take you there myself sometime.
Colin?
But we're so glad that you could. There's conversation occurring as Foshin is saying this. There's ongoing conversation.
Oblivious human is oblivious.
I think Voshin would just sit down and wait for Colin so he doesn't feel like people left him whenever he gets done.
Stand by. Alex is doing a thing. Okay, now Colin just kind of snaps out of it and looks around. Where'd everyone go?
They went up to the observatory. I believe Nitro's family has come to get him.
Oh, marvelous. And he will just scoop Nutmeg up while Nutmeg is still eating a slice of salami. And
Colin would grab the books since he's carrying Nutmeg and start heading off.
Yes, and noom upstairs at the full does anyone know what 90 divided by 2 is per round?
45.
45.
The 45 feet per round that one can travel when they are a rogue and carrying a creature.
Excellent.
Yaya waves you both in, but Yaya is going to stand watch outside the observatory.
Okay, we've got a watcher outside the observatory. Okay.
Watchers.
She gonna lean up against the observatory wall / door and smoke. And keep an eye out.
The wall door. Excellent.
Yeah, she's holding the wall up, you know.
Good. So, The dad kind of just shakes his head. What is going on? Are you trying to tell us that is our son?
Yes.
A cat. I'm not a cat.
At this point, Suri will use Dispel Magic.
Excellent. Is there rolly rolls with that?
No, choose any one creature within 120 feet, and it dispels all magical effects on the creature or object.
Wonderful, wonderful. Let's see where this is. This is not the exact format I wanted, so uno momento, por favor. So, yes, thank you for
But it's the waiting music.
the waiting music. This is most excellent.
Blah, 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 blah. You gotta get into the B section. Blah, blah, or the A prime. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah.
I am concerned.
Blah, 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 blah.
Ooh, that's a nice sound effect there.
We'll just start
Okay.
beatboxing. Everybody now.
Everybody now.
Oh,
It's a very big show.
a very large child. You just spelled magic and it was a very large child.
All right, so as Suri dispels magic, you see a young boy with unruly reddish brown hair, a goofy grin, and blue and gold robes just take form where there was once a kitty cat sitting there. And he kind of looks around, says, I told you I was not a cat.
Alex
We knew.
needs to make an interjection that is very out of character for Colin.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, he's cute.
Are you sure that's out of character for Colin? Because that seems
Yes.
very in character for Colin.
Colin would not be saying that out loud.
That's fair.
And of course, he runs over to his parents, who give him just the biggest hug. There's
Collective. Aww.
there's many much words of, we were so worried about you. What happened? But from Naijo, there is just a lot of hugging.
Aww.
Oh. And finally, the mom turns back to the group. How did you do this? You rescued a cat?
We were initially hired to be a second set of kidnappers, and when we found out that was what we'd been hired to do, we took issue with that and decided to bring him home.
Wait. You're kidnappers?
No.
Gestures to child. Kid unnappers, perhaps.
Kidnappers.
We
Well,
were hired for a job without the full understanding of the job. And the second we found out what was actually happening. We decided we had to correct what had taken place. So we came here to bring him home and make things right.
Oh. Well, thank you. We had no idea where he had gone. There was no letter, no trails to follow. We were lost. Thank you. How can we possibly repay you for this kindness?
Hold on. I have a thing. I just forget the exact wording. I am double checking. You could give us some food and money. Colin will look around and then just go, I'm joking.
The dad will, continue wrapping his arms around his wife and kiddo. If food and money really is what you would like, by all means, it is yours. Did you not know about the reward we've been offering for Naijo's return?
No, we
Yeah.
had no idea.
We sailed in from another continent.
You rescued him from another continent?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Naisha, what happened? I don't know, I was a cat. But I wasn't a cat. I'm not a cat.
I was like, wait.
What country are you What? Where?
Melanie is just clarifying because I think I'm right, but I mean Suri would remember. I don't because what is a memory? They sailed from Lepkit to Jobix. Yes.
They did.
Excellent. So I did
But that
remember.
is
Okay.
not where they found Naijo.
Melanie does not remember. Suri would.
Crudel.
Crudel. Okay.
Nara,
Naramurchi.
Murchi and
Yes.
Crudel. There you go.
We found him in Naramurchi.
That port is quite a ways away
Yeah.
and goes to a dangerous place. Thank you. Thank you for bringing my family back. Are all of you from Crudel?
Was I? I don't remember Voshin.
Voshin, Colin, and Suri are. Yaya
Okay.
is not.
Yaya
Oh, she-
is on the outside of the door.
She
Everyone in the room is our companion who ushered you up here, Miss Yaya. We met here when we arrived.
I see. Parents will briefly leave Naija's side. You are Yaya, yes?
Aye, and you're the Takiaras, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes. Did you know of the reward for Naijo?
Honestly, Yaya probably does not.
Yeah. I mean, she's been out and about sailing.
Yeah. She kind of looks at him and shakes her head.
Well, we have asked, and he'll look back and forth between y'all. We have asked your companions. I do not believe they take the offer sincerely. So, we extend to all of you, if there is something that you would like that we can provide here in Jobix, we will do our best. You have made a friend here.
Would Yaya know of any shenanigans that they could get into connected to the Takiaras? Or would that be something to go ahead and ask?
Any shenanigans?
Mm-hmm.
Like what flavor?
I mean, spicy, mild, sweet, sour. I suppose what Karina is asking is, are there plot hooks related to the Takiaras that Yaya would know of, or would this be the opportunity to step up and ask something like that?
That would absolutely be something that Yaya would kind of know about.
I can make, if you want me to, she's trained in history, if you want me to, make a history check.
Yeah. Roll history to kind of see which of the rumors and or facts that you know about this illustrious family.
Okay, it's a 15.
Okay, that's fine. So with a 15,
we knew, I've got a couple of things, I must have made a roll at some point about it, that they were clerics of some kind, worshippers of Zorafina of some kind. I don't remember. I had an island. I was kind of trying to look back through. I had kind of a place. This, they were visiting here because of this was a political center, and so they were visiting. That they're high priests. That's what I have. That they're actually from the southern coast. But maybe even what brought them here into the political center, maybe.
Yeah, so you know that right now they are tied up in two pretty big events happening in Azure. One is that a druid has gone from being a very peaceful keeper of the land down in one of the ports, has begun to prophesy their violent end, and has just been calling for attention, and basically saying that Zorafina is furious with them and is soon going to destroy one of the ports. And so they've come to Azure to try to figure out the situation, see if there's any validity to the druid's claims, or if Zorafina is truly angry with this town, or if the druid is just a pissed off person who needs to be contained. But on a more personal note, it is rumored that one of their dear friends is retiring from the political realm, and perhaps doesn't have the cleanest of histories, And so perhaps the family has come in to see if there is any secrets of the trade they can glean from this person before they disappear off into vacation land.
Ah, yes. The long-desired vacation land. Where mimosa flows from waterfalls on high. Well...
I want that religion.
Okay. With that sort of knowledge in mind, when the Taki artists sort of speak of owing favors, I mean, Gatiara will at least, nod and acknowledge the offer and say, well, I gotta be honest, I'm not so certain about these others, but speaking for myself at least, I have to say that I am in something of unemployment at the moment. Would you perhaps... Well, I'm kind of more of the adventuring type. There hasn't really been much that's fallen on my plate as of now. But maybe if between the pair of you had something that I might be able to do for you, it'd be serving us both, perhaps.
In repayment for rescuing our son.
She kind of waves her hand at them like she knows where they're gonna go with this, and she's like, I mean, if you want to owe me a favor, you can owe me a favor. But if there was something that you knew that I could go and do for you, that'd be nice too.
One moment. And the father...
I was gonna say, if they wanted to, like, switch places
like,
with Yaya, Yaya would, like, switch places with him. If they wanted to step outside for a second, Yaya would know sort of what they were doing and would come back inside.
Then they're gonna go discuss. While they discuss, what are y'all up to?
Yaya will sort of, as she sort of, like, passes them as the door is closing behind her, she'll be like, I just feel like, I don't tend to stay in one place for too long. Starting to get that itch to travel again. As she sort of, like, sits down and, like has her pipe lit and is leaning back against some pillows or whatever.
We don't stay put terribly long either.
And you then, once you start down the road, sometimes it's hard to stop.
You hear from behind the door, I'm not a cat anymore.
Yaya just nods.
We accomplished what we set out to do here. So, find more work, I guess, is the next goal.
Well, I mean, assuming you aren't opposed to it, you're always welcome to come with me. Whatever ends up cropping up, as it were.
That would work.
What about you, Voshin? What's on your mind?
Well, my anchor moves fairly constantly, so...
You can't see the expression that I just made that was Yaya's face as she just raised an eyebrow at you and doesn't, almost smiles but doesn't.
Aww.
Colin's face turns very red.
Does Colin have enough insight to know what Voshin was talking about?
I mean, Colin is...
Valid question.
Oh wait, no, insight. Yeah, Colin is proficient.
And Excellent. Good. As he turns beet red and Yaya just just starts.
And I mean,
Right back.
regardless of whether it's true or not, Colin thinks it's about him.
Oh no! If Colin starts to turn beet red, Yaya immediately starts laughing.
This is excellent. So, the family does come back. Naijo trailing along. Actually, we do have, we do have work for you, if you're interested.
You couldn't see the motion that I just made. Yaya has her pipe in one hand and like slaps her thigh with the other hand as she stands up. Great! What you got for us?
Mika, would you like to explain? And Mika steps forward. Well, residents of a nearby town, one of the ports, apparently ignored a peaceful druid. The druid was calling for them to care for the land their homes were built upon and to watch the weather. We're not sure how they ignored these calls or what the druid was asking them to do, but then the druid began to prophesy their violent end, and the townsfolk are saying that her visions have start to come to pass, and they are afraid of their imminent destruction. Now, we know Zorfina can have a temper, but she normally does not destroy her own followers. So we need to find out if this is the work of our goddess, or if perhaps something more nefarious is happening. Would you all be willing to go and to investigate that?
Yeah, looks at everyone else.
Colin's gonna glance at Suri and specifically at Suri's holy symbol.
Why is everyone looking at me?
Well, you have a right to have a say too.
And because Sheba's asleep and you're the only other religious member of the group who knows about the etiquette of gods and their followers and workers interacting, I think.
Well, I think it's worth looking into.
Might not even be Zorafina that's involved at all.
That is also true.
So, Yaya will stand up and, like, you know, rub her hands together and go, so, travel down to this little port town, see what's up.
Yes.
Anything else?
Well, preferably resolve the issue so the town is not destroyed. That would be the end goal.
Mm-hmm.
Don't destroy the town. Got it.
Yes, definitely don't destroy the town yourselves.
Wasn't planning on it.
Good.
If I may be the bold and selfish individual in the room, what is the compensation schedule?
Adventure! Says Yaya.
Well,
Travel is its own reward.
As
Well-
long as there's enough to keep food on the plate and a roof over our head.
Well,
Aye, and a fine roof it'll be too. The
well,
stars.
quite frankly, until the last 5 minutes or so, this was something we were planning to do ourselves. So we haven't exactly priced anything out. But if you give us a night, I'm sure we could come up with pay as well as supplies. It'll be a bit of travel involved. We're a bit away. It's down in Verdor. Have you seen Verdor yet?
We haven't been outside the city.
Oh,
Do you want Yaya to make a roll to see if she's been
Oh,
there
yes.
before? She's familiar with many of these. I think she's familiar with all of them, but what would you like me to roll? You just want to roll D20, see what comes up?
history, please.
Oh, history.
It'll be a personal history.
Lol. I'm gonna say with a 2 on the die and a 7 total. She goes, nope, never heard of it.
Okay. Well, by
South of here, though, you said? Near the coast.
yes, yes, Verdor is down on the southernmost peninsula. About a month's travel by foot, so it would be by carriage that you would go. Unless you particularly enjoy walking that far.
I mean, I don't mind. But I suppose if you want this done sooner rather than later, we're at your disposal.
Would you be able to provide us with the carriage?
Of course. Like I said, until we met you all, we were planning to take care of this ourselves.
Do you have any contacts down in Verdor that we might be able to get in touch with once we arrive?
Well, they're a bit rusty. Just the townsfolk who we've been corresponding with.
No, I mean, if you have a name or two, that'll be a place to start in any case.
Fantastic.
Alex has a question
Alex has a question.
that I should have asked a while ago.
Excellent.
Compared to Colin and well everyone else, but about how old does Nigel look?
The picture does look older than he is. Nigel is more like 10.
Okay.
Like he is still kid. But that picture had the exact grin that I wanted.
Understandable.
I'm like, nope, that is him. Hello.
Could I have a moment with my colleagues? I would like to run a question by them before I bring it up to you all.
Sure. And the family will once again exit.
It's about the money thing that I brought up. How do you all feel about 50 gold each?
For a month's worth of travel and possibly saving a town? That's not a lot, boyo.
Well, okay, 50 gold each and expenses.
That's a little closer, maybe, but,
I was gonna say they are providing us cart and stuff as well. If you wanted to travel, it's a cheap way to travel.
is that what you're in it for, boyo, though? Money? She gives you an appraising look, pun intended.
Was that devotion or to...
No, that was definitely to Colin. Sorry.
Yeah,
I realized that Voshin was the last one to speak, and then I was like, but no, wait. She'll turn back to Colin and say, is that what you're in it for, boyo? Money.
If I was in it for money, I'd ask for more. It doesn't seem unreasonable to expect payment for what sounds like about a month and a half's work.
Yeah, we'll make the face that I'm making that you can't see, which is just kind of like a
If it was the only thing I'd want, I'd probably ask for somewhere in the neighborhood of 150 gold each.
Yeah, gives you a wink. If that's the amount you'd like to proffer to him, you'll be fine by me.
But 50 is...
I meant the 50. Sorry. You know, I kind of have had a headache all morning.
You did drink an awful lot last night, Yaya.
I didn't, I'm telling you. And she will lean your direction and do the hand in front of the mouth as if she's whispering any great secret to you and go, I think Minky sparked it more than usual though.
You should have
I'm not
something.
complaining.
Does that sound good to you, Suri?
I think that's fair. I will say that I don't feel right taking money from them for bringing Nigel back.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how everyone else feels in that regard, but making sure he got home safely, I don't think it's right to take money from them for that.
We
This
already
job,
paid
however...
for bringing Nigel home safely. Ocean's uncle fronted us the payment for that. I believe it was 500 apiece.
That's true. But we were also supposed to hand him over?
Well, we did. To the right people.
Yes, to the right people, but what does that mean for us right now?
That you
Well, then
probably
fine.
shouldn't be going back to Crudell anytime soon.
You're probably right.
In which case, a month's travel south to Verdor might be just what the executioner didn't order.
It's not the first time we've made a Thieves Guild angry. It'll be fine.
Adventure is its own reward.
I'm not 100% convinced on that, but...
Oh, give it some time. She gives you a friendly, probably a tad stronger slap on the shoulder than the back of the shoulder gesture.
Colin suddenly will, like, have the epiphany eyes and facial expression. All right. I think I know what I want to offer them, if everyone's all right with it.
Yaya immediately just nods.
Okay. And Colin will rush to the door and poke his head out. Hello, yes?
Hi.
Hi. We talked over the amount, and we have an asking price for the job.
Are you gonna work for my parents?
Uh-huh.
Awesome. And they'll come shuffle back in. And, well, we are ready to hear your offer.
So in exchange for the task, we ask for travel expenses paid, a total payment of 250 gold, to be paid on completion and return. And while we are gone, we would like Nigel to take care of my cat Nutmeg until we can get Nigel a pet we promised to get him.
Yaya leans over to Colin and goes, I was planning on giving him Dylan. But I don't think it's the wrong idea. We'll see how he takes care of Nutmeg first, yeah?
And Nutmeg is probably like lazily loving on Nigel's parents right now.
Nigel will come pet Nutmeg. I actually know a lot about taking care of cats now.
You did a great job pretending to be a cat, Nigel.
Thanks, I think. I don't want to be a cat again, though.
I would understand that.
Yaya just, consent is important, and she's nodding.
On this stream, we don't approve of non-consensual transformation into cats.
Or honestly, non-consensual anything.
Just a blanket statement. Consent is important.
Blanket statement. The parents exchange knowing glances built from decades of knowing each other. And Mika looks over and says, well, that would be lovely. Of course, those terms are easily accommodated, and give us a day to ready the supplies, and we'll have a cart and everything that we would have brought on the journey. And if you think of anything specific you may need, either for yourselves or your skills, let us know, and we'll do what we can, and we'll try to make sure that Nigel takes good care of Nutmeg.
Nigel?
Yeah?
Nutmeg is going to want salmon or salami. He can have a little salami as a treat when he's good.
He's always
But
good.
It's bad for him if you give him a lot.
How much is a lot?
Anything more than 5 slices about the width of a piece of paper in a week.
That's a lot of information. But I think I got it.
Colin will open his book and like hold up a single one of the admittedly quite thick sheets of paper from old-timey books for him to get a good idea.
Yeah. Don't worry. Nutmeg will be safe.
Also, don't give him milk. It gives him an upset tummy.
No milk. Okay.
And
I won't
Colin
do that.
Will hug Nutmeg. Not Nutmeg. We'll hug Nigel.
Nigel will return the hug.
I'm very
and kind of do the thing where the cat rubs his head and then go, no.
I'm very happy you're home to your parents, Nigel.
Me too. Thanks, you guys. That was really scary.
Well, you're safe now.
Mm-hmm. 20 minutes later.
Plot hook.
Plot talk. So, the parents say, "Well, when will you all be ready? The soonest we could gather our effects would be dawn tomorrow."
We had some orders at local artisans, didn't we? Did we not?
Aye, they should be done by today, if I recall correctly.
That's very true.
Well, we certainly wouldn't want to deprive you of anything that you've ordered here in town.
I wouldn't go anywhere without Toastmaster.
Oh. That sounds like a formative weapon.
It gets the job done.
Well, we'll be sure not to make you angry then.
It's not me you gotta worry about.
Oh?
It's the hammer. She gives them a wink.
They look confused.
That I feel as if with Yaya, that is not unexpected.
Very well. With the artistry work done today, is tomorrow all right? Do you all need more time here? Anything you would like to do here in Azure?
Are there any sites that you would recommend seeing yourselves?
Well, we live here, so everything.
You know anywhere good to sit and read for a while? I have a lot of books to read.
Naisha will pipe up. Oh, there's this really great fountain with a lot of benches around it. It's a wishing fountain. It's really peaceful, and all along the city there are paths to go on, and there are statues, and sometimes the statues are creepy, but sometimes they're good, and you can just sit on the paths if they're shady. If they're in the sun, then you kind of get burned sometimes, but there should be lots of places to read. We also recommend the library if you need silence.
There's a really nice garden right across from the painted fish.
Colin is just all smiles and soaking in all of the places he's going to go and curl up and read. In the infinite amount of time he imagines that he has to read in the city.
At least 24 hours.
At least 24 hours. Very well, then we will send a messenger tonight and check on you then. See how you all are doing.
A face while Yaya's thinking to herself. or Meta Yaya is like, how do I invite us over to their place for dinner? I don't know if she would actually do it, but she's definitely the thought did occur. Well, I don't suppose we want to go and see how things are coming along with our things. Has everybody had breakfast?
I had some tea.
Doesn't count as breakfast, Colin, but good try.
I got some before we went out to watch the sunrise this morning.
Oh!
I did as well.
Well, Colin, I guess it's you and me then.
I would like some tea.
Colin, I know that you want tea to be a food group, but I've got news for you. It's not. Yaya,
No, it's tea.
Yaya, throws her arm around Colin and is, ushering him out the door.
Not a food group.
That's not a food group, Colin.
I know, it's tea.
Right, and we'll get you some. With breakfast. I haven't eaten either. I'm sure Minky has something great.
Meanclaw will always have good things for breakfast.
Yes.
Maybe a pastry.
Breakfast foods. That's the spirit. As I realize Yaya is the type that would have donuts for breakfast. Donuts are a food group.
Donuts are a food group, just like tea. Oh,
if Colin doesn't protest, she's definitely pulling you down the stairs with her.
And while Anna forgot to give you the names of their contacts, the diplomats definitely wouldn't have, but they will give them to you upon departure. If Anna forgets, remind me to give you the names of their contacts.
Well, and actually,
so you're
I
just
meant
not wandering into the unknown.
I did into the unknown. I did mean for Yaya to ask what the druid's name was.
Yes, that being one of the you know important details to know.
I don't remember how we got distracted. It might have been tea, but yeah, that was definitely one that Yaya specifically had come up in her mind. So yes, will do.
That being very important. And before leaving, Naijo definitely gave hugs all around.
Yay.
Yaya gives nice grandma hugs.
Aww!
The best grandma hugs.
The best grandma hugs?
Mm-hmm.
Hugs were received and hugs were given.
Excellent. So, Suri, having already had breakfast, are you going to join for company? Do you have your own plans to do things?
Yeah, probably just relax downstairs. It's pretty comfortable.
Excellent. That was Skuridad's intent. To have a comfortable area. Good, good, good. Well, with breakfast commencing and plans to go check up on the commissioned pieces from the artisans in town, I do think that 8:30, a good place to take our 10-minute break.
Whoop whoop. Whoa.
So, while we love our cast, we also want to, zoomies, hear it for the crew. So, we want to thank for this session the artwork of Danielle Skaggs, aka Seekski, on DeviantArt for bringing a host of our NPC characters to life. Halo Foster on Etsy for the creation of the Jupiter siblings. And we've also included various items from the interwebs. If you like what we like and would like to know where we got it, let us know. Then you'll know what we know and we'll all be in the know of what we like. We'll be right back to the adventure in just a few minutes at 8:40 Central Time. See you soon!
Did I fall off, or have we just not started talking yet?
I am back. I don't know if anyone else is.
There we go.
Oh, hey, I just saw. Yeah. Hi, I just got back.
Yeah, I just got on and was like, normally we've started talking by now, but I haven't heard anyone. Did I fall off, or?
Nope, I just sat back down myself. Trying to find notes of what we left with who. It's been a while.
I can tell you that we left Nigel with his parents.
Yeah, we've got that far this episode anyway.
All I remember is that I wanted armor that didn't go clink clank.
That is a big ask for a cleric. Let's see. I know we left Toastmasher. I thought Voshin was making his own arrows, but I do believe that
Voshin has
occurred.
Voshin has to pick up the thunder wood from the carpenter, but he's been making regular arrows with some regular wood that he was able to purchase day of.
Forgot about her names that session. There was Billy Bob, and William Robert, and Will Robin, and Bobby Bill.
Man, that was a long time ago.
It was May 15th, if you have yours stated.
I do not have notes stated.
Hola.
Oh,
Hello.
gosh.
Oh,
Karina, I
hello.
just came across the quote from Finan, I'm a solid boy.
You're a solid boy?
Yep, he at times is not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will start inspection over here, yes.
I mean,
From that game.
Voak.
Boak. Hashtag best boy.
Hashtag, man, the druid game where y'all just beat up on Voak.
Am I late?
Sheesh. No.
We were just chatting, so no.
Okay.
No.
I have a very proud exclamation to make, even though it's kind of embarrassing to say.
I'll say it proudly.
I set a new record for loading my dishwasher.
Heyo!
Nice.
Ooh. Is this a time or capacity record?
Time.
Congratulations.
Yeah. I loaded everything in my sink except for the one thing that was not dishwasher safe into the dishwasher and started it in the time it took a cup of tea to brew.
Oh no, everyone. Nigel decided that he liked being a cat, so he turned himself back into a cat.
Also,
yeah,
Voshin Voshin stole Nutmeg Bag.
Hold on. Will you
Shouldn't have
just-
switched us over there.
Oh my gosh. What? Oh
And
my gosh. Damn it.
If anyone is curious or the internet historians are listening, I made, in honor of Nigel no longer being a cat, I made the very last of my cat-themed tea.
Very nice. Okay, any other things? Okay. They're definitely off shopping. Yeah, Jacori's in the armory.
Okay, I see a green dragon. I am concerned.
That's Gage's seeing eye raptor.
Oh, okay.
Everything is fine.
Everything at the time. Everything is cool when you bought a ding. Fox just moved into the apothecary.
It's like, hello.
No one is surprised by this.
No one
This is my
surprised.
shop now.
This is mine.
This is my shock.
Here. Are your things properly organized? Let me help. You're doing it wrong.
We'll begin my inspection over here, yes.
Yes. All right, so we're back from outer space. Who
now we're
wants to
back.
follow up on which of their items? And
Did we
Ocean,
just
where are
walk
you
in to
off to?
find you here with that sad look upon your face?
You know, should have
Okay.
changed the lock. Should have thrown away that
Should've
stupid
picked the lock.
key.
Why?
Well, I know Yaya and Suri will likely be headed over to, Billy Bob, the blacksmith.
I'm so glad you remember their names.
Girl, I got them all written down.
You're the best.
They're all derivatives of Billy Bob, and it brought me joy.
Good.
Voak is likely annoying the heck out of Bobby Bill, the apothecary.
I mean, yeah. Okay, so going to check up with Billy Bob. Okay. So
I
you
believe Corey is in the smithy. If I recall correctly. Pretty sure this was the tanner. And I think we
Yeah,
talked.
where-
Oh, that was for Sheba. That was the tanner was for Sheba.
Yeah, this area is the blacksmith.
Yeah.
So
Yaya will stride in that direction.
yeah, so you walk in and Jacori is just leaning against the corner. As, you know, a customer who is just looking, but very much the air of observing for an inspection.
I mean, insight check on Jack.
Yeah, by all means.
Why
Incite
not?
that dragon.
Walked inside. What's he doing here? Hey! It's the best I've rolled all night. Am I even trained in insight? What am I even doing? That's a modified 20.
Okay, excellent. You know that Jacori is extremely fond of his rifle and is quite particular of how it is cared for, and so he is watching this blacksmith to see if they have handled that kind of weaponry, and if they have, if they handle it in a manner that he finds acceptable.
As that moment when you forget your own character's name. As Yaya strides into the smithy, is Billy Bob like in the middle of working on something?
I mean, always. Right now he is sharpening up a couple of daggers.
Okay, well, that is not as important work as it, could be, as far as, that's pretty easy to do. So, Yaya will stride up to the counter and, wave an arm to get, Billy Bob's attention.
Oh, yeah, are you back for Toast Smasher?
Aye. How'd you treat it?
Oh, pleasure to work on her. Beauty to behold if only you treat her better.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. You're blaming me for stuff Toast Smasher gets herself into.
No, see, the smashing bit I can handle, but have you seen the grip marks on the leather?
Yaya will immediately look, I guess this wasn't quite the word I was looking for, but will immediately look ashamed. Reprimanded. Oh, I mean, I suppose you took care of those too?
Yes, replaced and even shored them up a bit so they won't wear out as quickly.
Oh, you know how it is. You get the swinging, and sometimes you just swing a little harder, perhaps, than you meant to.
You can swing hard, but use your technique, not your grip.
Jaya sort of shrugs. There's not much difference with a warhammer, is there?
And
she definitely slides him more money than is necessary whenever she slides the coins across to Billy Bob.
He sets down the daggers and goes to the back and gets a repaired and polished up Toast Smasher, lays it on the counter, leans forward and says, "Now, you know that weirdo over there?" Pointing to.
Oh, you mean Jack? Aye.
Don't talk much, do he?
Oh, you just have to know what to say to him. Did you try?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And what did you say?
Said, what can I do for you?
I'm sorry, Anna, you cut out on that one.
I asked, what can I do for you?
And?
Well, I'd say it's something I wouldn't repeat to ladies, something I'd repeat to you, but
That is Karina laughing, but Yaya is just
Mm-hmm. But so he's taken up some kind of post over there, which is fine, but you don't talk much.
Looks like he's busy holding up the counter for you. Yaya will take Toast Smasher and sort of routinely look Toast Smasher over. It's very half-hearted and it's very nonchalant. Definitely not in a admiring his work is really the what she is doing, not necessarily like scrutinizing it.
Yeah, Toast Smasher looks good as new, and with new leather wrapping on the handle.
Great work as usual, Billy Bob. Yaya will sort of like, if she was at the counter, she'll kind of step out of the way, since she knows Suri came in with her as well.
Is the armor I ordered ready?
Ah, sorry, of course. Let's see. He goes to the back and retrieves your armor. Now, let's see. Does this meet your specifications? It was quite fun to get to work on armor. Not many requests for that around here. They think the gods will protect them or some nonsense like that.
How does this new armor look? I don't remember what Suri ordered.
I'm so glad that I totally do not.
I mean, off the top of my head, it was just sort of
you wanted it stealthier.
Yeah.
There was talk of how that was going to be accomplished. I don't know if it was something akin to like studded leather with the stats of your other armor.
Yeah, hold on.
Don't remember.
Mainly for Suri, did you want a metal aesthetic or leather?
I think she wanted metal.
Okay.
Atticus, please.
Atticus.
Interruptions from pets and toddlers alike.
I just realized why Atticus has been attacking the back of my chair, and it's because my beloved husband put the new wand toy we got for the cat in the straps for my lumbar support pillow. So he has been going after the toy that I did not know was strapped to the back of my chair, and he is losing his little feline brain.
So, Melanie, how does the
Yes.
picture that I posted there work for Suri?
Excellent.
Okay.
Aw.
Twitch. I will pull up this for you. This is what Suri's new armor looks like. Ta-da!
Wonderful. So what are we treating this armor as?
Whatever Suri ordered.
Excellent.
It is
Perfect.
it can have the stats of the metal armor, but it has been magically enchanted not to give that disadvantage on stealth.
Excellent. Perfect.
No click,
Yeah,
clack, clack,
she's
clack, clack.
so Suri is very,
Yeah.
very happy with this. So I believe she already paid because I have it noted that she did, but she will give the blacksmith another 25 gold.
Oh, excellent. He will take it and nod and I appreciate your business. If you think of anything else you need, the fire's always going.
Thank you so much.
Did Colin end up buying or ordering something? I do not recall.
I don't think he did.
Okay.
I think he was mainly concerned about finding a library.
Yeah, I want to say there was arrows at some point, but I don't remember if he ended up purchasing those or not.
Colin did not end up purchasing the arrows because Voshin was very excited whenever Colin decided not to purchase the arrows.
Okay. Good to know.
Yeah, my only note says armor for Suri. That's all my note says. I was like, Toastmaster is better. That's all my note for that was as well.
That's better than mine. My notes for last session are water damage. Because
Excellent.
I spilt my cup of water on them, and then they were
Oh
more.
no! Oh no! Boo!
Well, all right then. All right. So with armor and toe smasher, Colin, were you with that same group over there?
Oh yeah, Voshin had a garden that Voshin suggested.
Yeah.
Just by the way. I don't know if
Colin
Colin immediately wanted to like go read or whatever.
I was moving Colin's token because I could not remember if Colin ordered the arrows.
I don't think so, yeah.
Knowing that Colin did not order the arrows, Colin definitely has started with where Voshin suggested for reading.
Yeah, Karina doesn't want to like step on Sheba's paws about getting her armor. So I'm not certain if Amy were here, we'd go pick it up. If Amy was okay with us picking it up for Sheba. If Sheba was just, out, is kind of whatever.
Sheba is all in the sun. We will check in with Amy, and if she was okay with it, retroactively time loop. Then yes, absolutely. Y'all
Okay.
picked up Sheba's armor, and if not, then Sheba gets to have her own little armor pickup adventure.
Cool. With Bell Bow, if it makes you feel better. I wrote the name down of that one as well.
Oh, yes, yes.
Uh-huh, yeah.
Why did I name it that? There is a reason. I forget.
Yeah.
All right. Well, with Colin reading, Voshin, what are you up to?
Visiting who I believe to be is William.
What was the
William the carpenter.
Will Rob.
Will
Okay.
Rob.
This one was Will Rob.
Will Rob. Yes. You walk in and Will Rob is working on a rocking chair.
Did you happen to get your shipment of or were you able to enchant the rods that you had?
Oh, yes, yes. Quick work of that.
Oh, I really appreciate you doing that.
Yes. Seems like something quite special. I think you'll enjoy them.
Now, I do have a question about them, because last time I believe you said thunder arrows, but never, or that they would make thunder arrows, but there was never any discussion on what exactly that meant.
We did it? I'll have to...
You gave me a choice of like 3 different types of
Yeah.
arrows.
Okay. I'll actually have to go back and listen to see if I described it further in case I'm gonna
Yeah,
contradict myself.
maybe I'm
But
missing it, but I can't find the notes.
No, that is perfectly all right. The thunder arrows, if I recall correctly, which I had water notes, so I might not be calling correctly. Thunder arrows are meant that it's kind of like a mix of thaumaturgy and call for help. You shoot it, and wherever it hits, a blast of thunder comes out, and a chosen companion knows where you are. It can follow the sound of thunder to where the arrow hit.
Cool.
So everyone can hear the thunder, but only one person who has the enchantment can know, oh, that is exactly at this location, while everyone else would be, oh, thunder in the west. So William will lay out all of the rods, both the enchanted and mundane. Say, well, you need a carrying case for all these. That's a weird accent.
It sounds like ya, and so I was trying not to laugh because I was like, oh, apparently it's catching.
It bled over, didn't it?
Well, I sure do appreciate it.
Big oof. All right, Votion, calm down there.
No, thank you very much. I'm sure they will make a great gift.
Oh, you're welcome. Here you go. And
Ocean would give him the serum. Was it 5 gold, I believe?
Mm-hmm.
For 10 arrows?
Mm-hmm.
Or
No.
10 rods?
Yeah. Now, you let me know if how those arrows work out for you. I'm always interested to see how these enchantments work out in the field.
I'll make sure to write you.
Much obliged, much obliged. And he'll go back to sanding down the rocking chair.
And Voshin will head out to find everyone else.
Colin, what you up to with the reading over there?
Working on speed reader.
Is it slow going?
It is a bit of a dense book.
By this time, between this morning, and now, I'd say you've accumulated 2 more hours of reading.
Okay. Yeah, Colin has his stack of 3 books. And if he finishes one, he will continue to the others, and he has no other plans for the day. If Dylan has come to join him, Colin will pet Dylan.
Roll animal handling.
Animal handling is all the way up here. No. That is a 5.
So is Dylan, did Dylan
Make a
remain in
dexterity
your
saving throw, please.
It's fine, everyone. I'm a rogue. Go away.
Poor Dylan.
That is a 13.
Dylan takes your book and runs.
LOL.
He does not.
Oh, really?
Sounds like he did.
What do I have to roll to recapture Dylan and my book?
Oh no,
Well.
you didn't.
With
Well.
with my 90 feet of move speed.
With your 90 feet of move speed, first you gotta catch up to him, and Dylan has. Now hold on, I'm clicking something. Jill. So he doesn't get buried there. Hey. Dylan has hopped onto the back of a rather large lizard. Looks like a dinosaur. That is about the size of a grizzly bear.
Okay.
And is
Dylan, I need my
reading
book
your
back.
book upside down.
Dylan, I need my book back.
Dylan sticks his tongue out at you. And Blonde Chica by the lizard touches the lizard's nose. Hello?
Yes,
Who's
hello.
Dylan?
Dylan is a lemur who has stolen my book and is on top of your lovely friend. Yes.
A lemur stole your book?
Yes.
Kid. That's a weird story.
Colin is going to attempt to pickpocket Dylan.
Okay. Yeah, there is also intense thunder in Edmond.
I just
There's-
rolled right
I'm
across
like,
over my house, and I'm
"Oh,
like,
dang."
yeah, I knew there was supposed to be thunderstorms tonight. If I randomly drop out, you'll know why.
And the thunder rolls.
Definitely
and the
did.
Thunder rolls. Okay, yes. Pickpocket Dylan. Okay, roll sleight of hand.
Alrighty. That's a 30.
Okay. and make a dexterity saving throw, please.
That is a non-natural 20.
Okay. You managed to grab. How tall is Colin?
Stand by. 5'7".
Okay. So you do manage to grab the book from Dylan, perched. Oh, that is good thunder. Perched on the lizard's shoulders, and you also deftly maneuver away from a chomp from the lizard.
Okay.
Hey, what are you trying to do?
I'm trying to get my book back from my friend's pet llama.
What did you do to my lizard?
There is a llama sitting on his shoulders that was holding my book, and I have my book back now.
Is the lemur yours?
He's my friend's.
Who
Crowther.
does Dylan actually belong to?
I think Yaya at this point.
I was gonna say, I assumed that it was Yaya.
I was literally like, because we've had Dylan for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
The lady finds the lizard's nose and says, "It's all right, Crowther. Here, just get your lemur off. He's not gonna bite you."
Colin will attempt to retrieve Dylan after securing his books.
Excellent. Animal handling, please.
Oh, hey. Oh, that is a good. That is my second natural 20 tonight, so that's going to be a 21.
Excellent. Dylan was definitely kind of scared from the chomp and jumps into your arms and crawls onto your head.
Colin, I don't know why I tried to look up to the top of my head. Y'all can't see me doing it. But Colin will
Someday
look up at the top
we'll
of his
all be
head.
in the same room with each other playing D&D.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Now, Dylan, please don't do that again.
Dylan nods vigorously.
You. And then he will bow to the lizard and then to the human and say, "Thank you. How can I show my appreciation, Mom?"
Well, don't call me ma'am.
Colin gets that a lot.
You're an adult, Mom.
Depends
I'm-
on your definition, I guess. Look. Just is your lemur off my lizard?
Yes, and on my head now.
Okay.
Would you like to pet him?
No!
It was worth a shot.
She lets go of the lizard's nose. Now don't touch him. He doesn't like it. Okay?
Did you hear that, Dylan? Next time I'm not getting you off. You'll have to find your own way down.
Dylan grabs tufts of Colin's hair.
Dylan will again bow to both of the people apologetically and make his way back over to his reading nook. And we'll just let Dylan sit on his head and keep very, very close watch over his books now. Dylan has lost affection privileges.
Lol.
Lol. Yaya and Suri. As you leave the blacksmith, Suri, you recognize Gage and what you presume is Crowther walking up along the sidewalk, and Yaya, you would recognize a tamed lizard. You can roll history if you would like to know more about this character. Besides, just what you saw at the
I
Painted
mean,
Fish.
Yeah, sure, yeah. Hey, that's an 18 total.
Excellent. From her clothing and just the style of clear training of Crowther, you would definitely guess that this is a pair from Vontaria that are nomadic and clearly have been traveling for quite a while, and you wouldn't be able to identify their specific tribe just because Vontaria as a whole is a bit of a mystery.
That's fair.
Lots of lore and oral tradition, but yeah, this, if there's like a picturesque, oh, you're clearly from Australia. Look at those.
Look at that outback.
Look at that
Ness.
outback.
Look at how outback they are.
Yes. It's like, oh, you are from Vontaria. There you are. That is what Gage presents.
I mean, there'll be this immediate. Oh, that's a mighty fine lizard you got there. Mighty fine.
Oh, hello. Thank you.
Hello.
I tend to think so. Who are you?
The name's Yaya. What's yours?
Gage.
And what's the name of your lovely lizard?
This is Crowther. Don't touch him. He'll kill you.
Oh, will he now?
Yeah. He's not in a good mood this morning. Some kid with a lemur just kind of ticked him off.
That would be my brother.
Oh, a lemur. That must be Dylan.
And Colin.
Surrey, right?
Yes.
Hi.
Oh, you two have met before.
Briefly.
Yeah. Sorry. About that.
Well, if you don't mind me asking, Gage, would it make Crowther feel better to have a little wrestling match?
A wrestling match?
Aye.
I mean, wouldn't hurt anything. Crowther?
Yaya will do the thing that you do with cats, where you, stick your hand out to them and let them come to you if they would like to sniff stuff.
Sniff, sniff. Let's see. We'll ungroup. Crowther meanders over with all of the bulk of, A grizzly bear.
I was gonna say, you said it was grizzly bear sized. And I mean,
Grizzly
technically,
bear
right?
sized.
At this moment, this is like the average dwarf woman size dwarf. So smaller than grizzly bear.
Yeah. Yeah. I had dropped the picture a while ago for Twitchy
Yeah, I think
Twitch.
so.
I will show it again because, relevant now.
Yeah, it's a pretty picture. It's a
If I find. Hold still.
is Crowther walking around on two legs right now though?
No. Is not. Otherwise, he'd be a hex lot taller.
Well, she's just leaning against him in this photo, so I wasn't sure.
Yes. Just leaning against him. Yeah, he's about 3.5 feet tall at the shoulder. So there he is for the Twitchy Twitch. Crowther definitely looks like he's gonna eat you. And he will. But yeah, he takes some sniffy sniffs at Yaya. Roll some animal handling, please.
Sure. Given where she's from, I did have her be trained in that.
Excellent.
Since
And
she is from this place. That is a 19 total.
fabulous. And
Yeah,
before
plus
we
5, yeah.
go further with that, I want to check in on Voshin. What you up to now that you have gotten those arrows taken care of? Or rather, the rods. I know that was a sudden transition. If you are talking, Casey, we cannot hear you.
Oh, sorry. I was talking, but my headset was on me.
Excellent. I have done that so many times.
Yeah, Voshin would start heading towards the garden where he was whittling yesterday and see Colin there and head back to a different area.
Let's see. 3-point turn.
If nothing else, Colin is back in natural one on any perception checks mode. So it would take actually poking him for him to notice.
Yeah, but still, Voshin's not going to sit down next to him and do these. Yeah.
That's fair.
Fabulous. Fabulous. Okay, and Voshin, now that you have found a quiet, secluded place with the statue, roll me a d6.
D6.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 6.
Excellent. This is a rather peaceful and comforting statue.
Like, it's patting my back comforting, or...
No, that's on the 1, if you roll a 1. Good boy, pat head. Big oof.
No.
Just want to make sure.
Okay. No, the Naijo had said some of the statues were really creepy, and so this is not one of those. This is one that is just a beautiful regular statue. It adds to the ambiance of a place rather than like, oh, this could be the setting of a horror film. It does not pat you in any way.
It's not actually a person statue, you know.
Yeah. In that case, Voshin would probably move just right in front of it, sitting, facing it. That way, whenever he looks up, he's looking at it.
Excellent. Okay. And Colin, you're in reading world?
Mm-hmm.
Very, very yes to that answer.
No, that is not what. No, there are no angel statues.
No, but it
that
looks
is
so
what-
peaceful.
No, that is what we are avoiding. Oh gosh.
I think it looks very peaceful.
Okay, given that was my first Doctor Who episode.
No.
Hey, that was also my first Doctor Who episode.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no. Okay, so back to Yaya and the Lizard. Sounds like a band.
Name for this. I was gonna say that's a name for a storybook if I've ever heard one.
So, with that, Crowther is going to not only sniff your hand, but then bow his head so that he places your hand on the top of his head.
Well, the philosophy is that cats like scritches, and if dinosaurs are just big ol' cats, Yaya will just give Crowther head scritches.
He still
It looks like he.
Go ahead, Melanie.
It looks like he likes you, Yaya.
Oh, he just knows he's a wonderful lizard, aren't ya?
Crowther still looks as grumpy as before, but
Scritch,
he is
scritch, scritch,
definitely
scritch, scritch,
leaning
scritch.
into the scritches.
Scritch, 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 scritch. Does the thing where you slowly bring up other hand and then scritch at both cheeks. Scritch, 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 scritch.
It's almost as if you own a cat or something. A cat that has many Instagram tags.
Yeah, but Pippin, this is the if you're encountering a cat that you've never actually encountered before. With Pippin, he's the one that whans at the door until you let him in, and then once he's in, he's purring and rubbing himself all over you, and then wants to be picked up and flipped over and messed with, and so slightly different encounter here.
Please don't flip over the grizzly bear lizard.
I mean, don't tempt Yaya. If she thinks he would like belly scritches, she probably could.
Fantastic. Gage will just be listening to Crowther and yeah, I guess he does like you. Good job. That doesn't happen with everybody.
Oh, I've been around the block a few times. I know it's true for myself. If I'm grumpy, sometimes scritches are just what you want.
That wouldn't work for me.
Insight check. Would it actually work for her? Man, I'm not trained in that, but Yaya sure looks at people appraisingly. 18? That's a 16, right? Yeah, 18.
Gage certainly thinks it wouldn't work for her.
Yaya just nods, but doesn't actually say anything. She's not gonna try. She's not dumb. She's got a high intelligence score.
Doesn't
She ain't
wanna get
stupid.
punched.
She ain't stupid.
She ain't stupid.
Also, well, actually, oh goodness, I don't know if you could hear that crack of thunder.
I
No,
could
I
hear that
can't.
crack
I
of thunder.
could.
Yeah.
That was me. That was right over the house.
That's great.
Ooh.
Yep.
Oh, man.
Yep.
Oh man, I wish I had some of that here in Wichita.
It's pretty intense right now. Sorry, guys. Did you say? Did you say something about? I did not write it down. If you did, Crowther being seeing eye lizard for Gage.
Yes.
Okay. I didn't. I was gonna write down that Yaya was aware of that.
And Yaya would have observed that Gage needed or rather, requested guidance through the painted fish and up the stairs to the rooms, which Suri provided.
Oh, yeah, no, Yaya was there for that. Okay, yeah. I had completely forgotten about that, but you're right.
Whether or not she knows Crowther is trained as a seeing eye lizard, I mean...
Right. You
even-
could make the assumption
Yeah.
whether it was true or not would, oh! Am I still here? Because our...
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
Okay, all of my
your
lights and
lights
stuff
went out?
totally just blinked once, and so I was
Oh,
like,
wow.
did the internet go out? I don't know.
Well, you're still here.
Okay, that
We're
was
so
my...
happy to have you here.
It's risky and real intense out there now. Yeah, I mean, so I guess whatever kind of role you would like me to make, does Yaya know, I don't like nature, I don't know, like, with this type of lizard, Karina just was thinking because grizzly bear wrestling, is this, with this type of wizard, good grief, with this type
It's a
of
wizard
lizard, it's a wizard lizard, is that, like, do they do that, this type of lizard, like, as play, or like, roughing around with each other or whatever? Is that a thing with these types of lizards?
Yeah. For that, you can do an investigation or animal handling.
Well, she's trained in animal handling, so we'll just go with the animal handling.
Just keep rolling animal handling.
I mean, that's a 12.
Okay. Yeah. You. Oh, that thunder. Man.
Sorry, guys.
No, it's great.
It-
it's great.
It's
I love
wonderful.
So,
It's a lot.
yeah, you would know that wrestling is a common play for these breeds of lizards. More importantly, you'd see that very thick crown on his head, and you'd know this is a head bashing lizard.
Yes, the head bashing lizards, of course. Okay, I mean, in which case, as she's, given the cheek squishies, she'll go ahead and speak up. I mean, if you weren't opposed to it, Gage, we could, I don't know what, I'm slipping into my other character's accent. If you weren't opposed to it, we could still have a wrestling match. Maybe it'd lift their spirits.
If you want to,
Says Yaya with the +5 animal handling, who is like, yeah, no, this is totally a thing that I apparently do.
I mean,
Ominous thunder is ominous.
You know a good cleric around in case he gets you?
Yaya immediately just starts laughing.
It'll be fine.
Oh, I do! Did Suri not tell you?
What?
I mean, Yaya looks at Suri as she's suddenly like, wait, did you not want her to know that you were a cleric?
I'm a cleric.
Oh. That should be fine then.
They are actually, like, I can't remember if you've said this before, but this is actually like a gate out of town, or is this just a wall?
That is a wall, but that area with the lovely road, that is the gate.
Okay.
The wall.
I'm-
It's one of those things with an archway, so the wall goes
Okay.
over it, but there's an underpass.
There's an opening, and then, like, yeah, there's an opening and beneath to get out. Well, I don't want to break anything. There's a path that leads right outside of town. We could step to the side of that. I don't know why Yaya decided she needed to wrestle the lizard, Anna. I'm sorry.
Uh, I really have had no one ask to wrestle Cother before.
Really? Such a fine lizard, too.
Yeah. Are you coming, Suri?
Someone has to make sure Yaya doesn't get too badly hurt.
Can I
Just
take my
nodding
arm?
from Yaya.
What did you say, Hannah?
You mind taking my arm?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that? My brain did not.
Gage will say, then, do you mind taking my arm?
Sure. And Suri will take Gage's arm.
Excellent. So, Crowther will begin walking out without any kind of command from Gage.
Oh, nice. I mean, you know, Yaya's like walking next to Crowther and just sort of looks over at Crowther and goes, "Do you understand common?"
Crowther winks.
Yaya will just nod in that case and grin. And then use psi points to go into ogre form. So she's as she winks back. And then does the come at me bro stance.
Oh gosh. Okay.
Which is not the actually I say come at me bro. It's not that it's hold on, let me see if I can find a gif of this stance.
What?
Yeah, Crowther's not a bro.
A what?
It's true. Crowther is not
Crowther's-
bro.
You don't know who Crowther worships.
No, but we can be reasonably certain that Crowther is not a paladin.
Can you?
I've seen Stranger.
There are a large number of things that Crowther could be. Statistically speaking, a paladin is unlikely.
You have a dog that's a paladin.
This is true.
This is true. I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm just saying that another class is more likely.
Yeah, Crowther does remind me much more of a warlock.
I mean, Crowther, I'll be honest, Crowther strikes me as a ranger.
With Gage as his pet.
Yes.
Making sure we were on the same page.
It's my animal companion.
I mean, we are also animals.
Tasha's primal companion variant,
No.
yes.
I'll totally... Gatiara will totally just start wrestling with Crowther. I mean, we can do this as a fight if you want, but
One rule, winner takes all.
She has advantage on athletics checks. She's also large in size.
You are now large size, you said?
That's what ogre form does. It gives her temporary hit points. She does a little bit more damage. She has +5 to her reach, and she's technically large. But he's a big old grizzly lizard. He can handle it. Also large. I use the word large in quotation marks. She is large in size, you know, for D&D purposes, but large as a dwarf
Is normal?
is not
It's slightly larger than normal.
So, so while Yaya's gonna have a throwdown with Crowther, Motion
She's
and
good with the
Colin,
wrestling
are you
match.
just
It'll be fine.
being peaceful.
Yeah, cut to the garden and then cut over to the statue, and it's like that side by side. You see Colin reading, like, you know, Colin reading comes down on the one side of the screen. Voshin working on the arrows comes up on the other side. So there's just two strips of them just very calmly.
Hey Anna,
Yeah.
there is a spam bot in chat if you want to blame them real quick.
Ooh, yeah. You mean we're popular enough to get a spam bot?
Apparently, but yeah. So
I
Colin
want
is
to be famous.
still reading, and he has even begun humming the song that he heard Voshin playing on the boat. To himself, not realizing that anyone might possibly ever be around to hear him doing so.
Aww. Let's see.
Only Dylan.
Here we go. The song on the boat?
Yeah, the song that Voshin was playing on the boat when Colin first heard, when they discovered that Voshin had snuck away. Or snuck aboard.
Let's see. The question is, I want to broadcast. Can you hear it?
Good girl.
I don't think you can.
You don't need to jump to get affection.
Oh, here we go. Can you hear it on Roll20?
I think it was Anna cutting out.
I was
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yes.
Mhm.
Now I
And we
can.
hear the music as
And
well.
You can hear the music? Okay.
Yes.
So that is what Colin is humming. Fabulous. So while there is soft piano humming going on, we're gonna have a dragon, a lizard, ogre, dwarf form.
And a lizard dwarf battle. That's what we're doing.
Have you had mochi before? It's Japanese candy. It's chocolate filled and it's like a chewy dough, like a gummy. I love mochi.
So, yeah, Yaya, roll initiative.
Sure.
See who goes first.
It's rolled real bad on that one.
Excellent.
Oh, where's my... I hid it underneath these other pieces of paper. Come back. Yep. It's fine. She was just waiting for Lizard to bonk into her, so...
Ooh.
Yeah, that too, though.
Okay. Yeah, so Crowther gets to go first. Which is good. Did you know that there are so many...
Oh no, there is no joy in Mudville outside my door.
Oh. Mudville. Oh gosh. Okay. Okay. Okay, we got it. Oh, that's just a lot. Okay, well then, yeah, they are definitely going to charge you with a headbutt.
Sweet.
Which, just wondering, does a 25 hit?
It does.
Fabulous. Then. Oh. Please take 18 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. Oh, that was a good shot.
And he backs up.
Did he actually run away from her?
No, he's strategic backing up.
Uh-huh. I mean, she's just gonna charge him and try and grab head horns.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, go for it.
Nope. So yeah, just gonna grapple with the lizard. Mm-hmm.
Okay. You have disadvantage on the attack.
Say that again? You cut out in the middle of it.
Oh. You have disadvantage on the attack.
No. If it's an athletics check to grapple, I have advantage because of brute force, which is a mystic thing.
Then it is neutralized because as a reaction, he can impose disadvantage on an enemy he can
Okay,
see.
so she's just gonna roll. She's just gonna roll grapple then. Excellent.
Crowther has some pretty good stats.
No, I'm excited. Yeah, that's where is my athletics? Hello. 19 to grapple.
And that's okay. Yeah, he has been grappled.
Excellent. I'm pretty sure that's her turn. I'm pretty sure grapple is action. She does not have anything to do with the bonus action right now.
Okay. Excellent. Then he's gonna try to break free from that grapple.
Okay.
What be the DC for that?
I will roll. I think it's just opposed, aren't they? So, I nat 20'd.
he rolled a nat 1.
He is very much still grappled.
He is wiggling his little tail around. Looking a little pathetic.
Doesn't just kind of doesn't really do much with a nat 1.
Yeah, looking much sillier rather than the imposing beast he was walking around instead of, belly up.
This is why we went outside of the city. No one has to see this.
No one has to see this. Okay. So while that is going on, yes, want to check in on Suri. Besides finding completely, just so fitting cat gifts. What if anything is Suri during this epic battle?
If you're asking what Suri is doing because you were cutting out a bit.
Oh, sorry.
She's just telling. I guess she's just narrating what's going on to Gage.
Excellent.
Crowther just headbutted Yaya, and now Yaya has Crowther grappled, and it's kind of like a cat tangled in yarn.
With that nat one, you're probably right.
Gage grins. Oh, Crowther's gonna hate that.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that? You cut out at the end.
Oh, Crowther's gonna hate that.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Crowther seems to be enjoying himself, from what I can tell.
Good. He pretty much works all the time, so he needs a break.
I got like every other word of that.
Yeah, I saw the light fading in and out. Ugh. Yeah.
Is it
he
your
pretty-
sensitivity, Anna? Maybe
It-
like on Discord, you might be able to turn up user settings, voice
Yeah.
and video, and turn up. I think it's input volume.
Yeah, it's
With-
been good basically for a while. I'm not sure what it's doing now.
With my microphone, because I know we've got the same microphone. I
I'm
had to
on-
manually set the noise gate.
Is it
I
like the
mean,
input
I'm
sensitivity
on-
or something?
I'm on my headphones right now,
Hmm.
Okay.
so I have changed
That's
it
better.
now. Is that better?
Yeah.
Yes.
A
for
lot.
sure.
Okay, good. Okay, so Gage will say, yeah, he pretty much works all the time, so he deserves a break.
Yeah, break is nice every so often.
And back to the peaceful boys. Motion, what are you up to?
As the calm music continues playing in the background.
Yeah, Version has probably gotten pretty close to finishing the tip on the first one and is going to pull out the best one that he had worked on the other day and kind of compare the two to make sure that it's looking right.
Wonderful. Making excellent progress then. And, Colin, what are you up to over there?
How far in this book have I gotten?
Probably another hour.
Okay. Yeah. Colin is just completely engorged in reading. And once the first book on reading quickly is finished, he will move on to his second book on reading quickly.
Does he read it faster?
That is for the DM to decide.
He reads it faster, but the book is twice as big.
Lol.
You know what? That is a very Persona thing. So-
Fabulous.
It fits with where I got my list of books.
All right. So as we go back over here, Yaya, you have a thoroughly grappled lizard. What you doing there?
I mean, she's probably, I don't know. I guess it hit her. So, as she's holding onto the horns, she will headbutt him in return.
Okay. Head.
Very anime style.
Well, pooh.
Headbutt. Yep. Wabam. That is a modified 20. I rolled. Well, is it just an unarmed melee attack?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, yeah. Then it's just strength. She doesn't modified 20 hit him.
It does.
Strength. What is that? Like a die 4? Aren't those usually unarmed strikes or like a die 4?
Unarmed strike is 1 plus your strength modifier.
Oh, okay. She gets extra bludgeoning damage because she's large. So 1 plus strength modifier is 5 plus 4. So she does 9 headbutt damage.
He shakes his head and just kind of looks like, what?
You hit me first. I just wanted to wrestle.
And he will once again try to get out of this grapple. With
Okay.
does
it
a
is
14 beat the DC?
no. I just rolled, and it's a 19.
Oh gosh. Yeah. Then he's still grappled.
I think he can attack. I mean, grappling you. Their speed is 0,
Okay.
so like he can't
Oh.
move. He could totally still hit her though.
Well, he's gonna try to grab her leg with his tail,
Excellent.
and that is a 17 athletics. So you
do
can
you-
make a dex save
Okay, sure.
to wiggle your legs away.
I think that's just yeah. That's a 12 total.
You now have a dino tail around your leg. Or lizard
All right,
tail.
I grappled you. You grappled me. I mean, this is what we wanted. So this is what we asked for.
This is what, in fact, what we asked for.
Mm-hmm.
Crowther will actually use the force of his tail to push your head towards his, not at like the head-butting speed, but
Mhm.
so that you are very close to his face.
She looks him deeply in the eyes. Can I help you?
Crowther licks her nose.
Oh, she immediately just like grabs him in a big ol' hug. As only a large beast individual can, because I think she's technically like she counts as like 10 by 10 right now, or not 10 by 10. Good grief, 5 by 5. Oh no! I'm right. 10 by 10. It's
Yeah,
because
you're
these
right.
squares. It's 2 squares. She counts as like 4 squares right now total, and so yeah, nah, she totally just like no. You're just the cutest little thing.
Fabulous.
Totally, one of those take him down to the ground, roll around on the ground, act like the play wrestling that she really meant in the first place anyway.
Delightful. So Crowther will, of course, release his tail, knowing that he has perhaps not the best skills in the wrestling.
Just the gifs that are popping up right now. Yes, the headbutting.
And
The cat headbutting.
Gage will kind of shout out, "You have a good time, Crowther?" Crowther will grunt and thump his tail on the ground a few times. Enough to make
Yeah.
a dent
You're
in the
just the most
stonework.
cutest little thing, so wonderful and lovely. And look at this, your tail is wonderful. It's such a lovely color. She's just ooja boo boo doo doo with this.
Ojo bobo jojo. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
I don't understand why people don't want to wrestle with lizards more. I don't know why that is apparently something that Yaya does, but it is apparently something that Yaya does.
All right. So, any other wrapping up actions on this particular scene?
If they're done wrestling, Suri will want to make sure that Yaya's okay.
Actually, you were totally watching. You would have absolutely noticed, as she, every time, well, really, it was just that first time that she got hit. She
seemed to take it pretty well. The way that she works, actually, she gets temporary hit points every round that just refresh every round. So she's at 58 of 62 right now. So like she looks very fine. You know, maybe had a little bit of a bruise where he bonked her. But yeah, she actually, like, this kind of thing is weirdly, she's not really built for it, and at the same time she does it really well. So sure, you wrestle lizards, why not? But yeah, she's pretty, you know, she'll walk back over, it's the I believe giant growth, her ogre form only lasts for a minute, so you know, once that minute is over or whatever, she'll walk back over towards the other two with an arm around Crowther, who, you know, seems like Crowther was perhaps in a better mood now. But she's giving Crowther a big old pat on the back. But she definitely seems fine. Apparently she does this a lot. That was news for me.
What'd you find out about your characters?
I mean, sometimes they surprise you. Did not create her to be a lizard wrestler, but apparently in her downtime.
Excellent. Well, with Suri absolutely assured that Yaya is all right, and our peaceful boys, I assume still being peaceful boys?
Peaceful boys.
Yeah, one thing I would like to mention that Votion is definitely doing is going to like
Hashtag peaceful boys.
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful.
Colin
Well,
is still
then-
reading.
Yep. Colin has, I will admit, gotten up and gone back to the inn for another cup of tea. Because I'm sure he
Understandable.
finished his tea, but yes.
Good.
And he's probably also, you know, sat in all of the spots there are to sit in at this point. But yes, he has just been enjoying a day of quiet, peaceful boyness.
Hashtag peaceful boys.
Well, then that is all for tonight. Thank you all so much for tuning in, and we hope to see you back in 2 weeks, same time, for the continuation of the Cuddle Vagabond Chronicles. We'll try to make out a Facebook event page for it, and of course, once the video of this week is uploaded to YouTube, you can find links to connect with us more in the description. And have a good night, everyone. Wash your hands, wear a mask, and stay safe out there. Bye-bye!
Bye! Bye!
Bye, friends!
Bye-bye!
Okay, I love you. Bye-bye.
bye-bye.